Welcome to this No Facts video. Dr. William Ruto, will he be the next president of Kenya? Dr. William Samoei Ruto is the political giant that is causing many people restless nights and days void of peace. The most affected are some politicians and oligarchs from President Uhuru's backyard and others from opposition strongholds. Looking at Kenya's current political affairs, it's evident that 2022 presidential race is on, in earnest. Dr. William Samoei Ruto will most likely be the fifth president of Kenya. There are some who will argue with this, but we are led to this conclusion by a few facts. In order to understand, we need to look at Ruto's rise to where he is today. We begin in 1992 after the YK-92. Having played a crucial role in securing Moi's presidency, Ruto became one of the then president's trusted young men. Ruto, then aged 26 years, was a young, witty, ambitious but restless man. He started building connections with the powerful and mighty during this period. Having been in YK-92, he had discovered the importance of having networks in the grassroots. It is between 1993 and 1997 that he built his first grassroots network in Eldoret North. He did it so quietly, that the KANU strongmen at the time didn't even notice. This network propelled him to become the vice chairman of KANU in Eldoret and later MP for Eldoret North in 1997. In that election, he beat William Saina and Reuben Chesere, who was the chairman KANU Eldoret, which by all standards then, was unimaginable. You may be asking why this is important. These two politicians by then were considered the strongmen of that region. In fact, Reuben Chesere was like a brother to President Moi and had his backing in the election. Yet this young William Ruto was able to clinch the seat on his own without Moi's support. For one to understand the relevance of this win, one has to know that you could not get elected during the Nyayo era without being endorsed by the then President Moi. More so in Rift Valley. Moi was the law and kingmaker then. So when the 31-year-old William Ruto did that with such ease, it left many wondering how. Just a few years before, William Ruto was unknown. Well, that is William Ruto for you. Moi's plot to manage his succession and determine KANU's candidate presented a golden opportunity for Ruto. Ruto used this process to worm his way back into Moi's court. He played dumb and was always available to do any of the president's bidding and dirty chores. He behaved as though Moi was the philosopher king, all-knowing and benevolent. That is the same thing he is doing right now under Uhuru Kenyatta. That's how calculative and strategic Ruto can get. Fast forward to 2002. Moi retired from active politics but was still the leader of the Kalenjin nation. This was the opportunity for William Ruto to make inroads in the Kalenjin nation. Between 2003 and 2005, Ruto created massive networks in the Rift Valley. In 2005, he moved to ODM, seen to be against Moi at the time. This move was very tactical in that Ruto wanted to test his popularity within the Kalenjin nation in the 2005 constitutional vote. It was no surprise to those who had been watching Ruto keenly that the Kalenjin nation voted on the no side to the man. Ruto was in the no camp while Moi was in the yes camp. Now he confirmed that the Kalenjin nation was behind him. Ruto then declared he would vie for the presidency in 2007 on an ODM ticket. He was however defeated by Raila Odinga in the nominations. In 2007, he supported Raila for the presidency and brought with him the entire Kalenjin nation. He was now the undisputed Kalenjin leader. In late 2012, Franklin Bet, a former powerful political figure in Rift Valley, was quoted saying, "In Kalenjin land, you are either with Ruto or you get swept aside." Isaac Ruto was one of those who came to learn this truth in the 2017 election. Moi's control over the Kalenjin nation had officially ended. That's how influential Ruto was and still is in the Kalenjin nation. When they parted ways with Raila, Ruto moved with his support base intact. It was then not a coincidence that Ruto joined hands with Uhuru Kenyatta in 2012 to form Jubilee Alliance. It is important to note that the two combined controlled the largest voting bloc without doubt. The duo won the 2013 elections. Between 2013 and 2017, it is actually Uhuru Kenyatta who was campaigning for Ruto to take over from him in 2022. Uhuru was doing this because he still needed Ruto's political base for his re-election in 2017. Ruto, being a good student of Moi, was instead building networks countrywide while nurturing a new breed of young youthful leaders. By the time elections were being held in 2017, Ruto had already placed candidates allied to him in various parts of the country. During the 2017 campaigns, Ruto would attend up to 5 campaign meetings in a day. Most Jubilee followers believe it is actually Ruto who made Uhuru win. Almost all the leaders who won in 2017 elections are allied to him. This is important for succession politics and also for winning an election, since one needs to have boots on the ground in the grassroots. On creating networks and grassroots support, Ruto is a genius. In Kenya, it is a known fact that if you have the Kikuyu and Kalenjin combined vote, then you will most likely win the presidency. So on this front, Ruto has the Kalenjin vote already locked. As for the Kikuyu community, some may not agree, but Ruto is currently more popular than Uhuru. Ruto, being a strategic politician, has not rested with this assurance. Rather, he has made inroads in coast and western regions. The fact that he is out there every other day in the entire country is also a plus for him, since most people connect easily with him due to his hustler tag. William Ruto has perfected the art of public speaking, both Swahili and English. Arguably, his sense of humor and excitement cultivation is on another level. He speaks to the hearts of voters like no other. The man is a political wizard. Progressively, he has advanced his political network and won the hearts of Kenyans through traversing the country, popularizing Jubilee's development agenda, and also by converting many of his fierce critics to loyal, ardent followers. Just like during Moi's time, Ruto is still solidly behind Uhuru, although it is in the public domain that Uhuru no longer supports him. In short, this is why we believe that Ruto will be the next president. 1. Ruto is a brand that sells very well. Seen as the hustlers versus dynasties. 2. Ruto's charisma and demeanor are also very likable. 3. The more he is fought within and without, the more people love him. That's common with Kenyans. 4. The more he continues to give to churches, the wider he increases his political base. 5. The fact that his political base consists mainly of young and youthful politicians gives him a big advantage, since 70% of the voters are youth. 6. His wife Rachel, who is highly respected in the church and religious circles, also plays a big role behind the scene. 7. His cash donations and contributions have shown his generous and kind nature, which no other leader has been able to do. 8. Last but not least, he has boots on the ground networks in the entire country, thus being very well informed. Other scenarios that would give Ruto a landslide victory. 1. If President Uhuru decides to support another candidate other than Ruto, then for sure the Jubilee followers will come out to vote for Ruto to prove a point to Uhuru. 2. If Raila Odinga will be vying, then again the Kalenjin and Kikuyu nations will come out to a man to vote against Raila. 3. If Raila and Uhuru come together and field a candidate, then that will be the best scenario for Ruto. Ruto would have a walkover since followers of both leaders would feel betrayed. In short, Ruto is the only formidable contender, which makes him the only winner for now. Share your thoughts on this video in the comments section. Subscribe, share and like this channel. Hit the bell button to be notified when we release new videos.